Do you know of anyone under the age of 13 with a cell phone? Chances are pretty good that you do. But what most people don't realize is the dangers that exist in giving these children cell phones. Problems that arise from cell phones can affect a child's entire life. Parents need this information on the risks that they are taking. It is inappropriate for adolescents under the age of 13 to receive cell phones due to their immaturity at this age, the possible long-term health risks involved from early use, and the decrease in face-to-face communication that occurs at a crucial speech development time. When adolescents reach middle school, are they ready to have a cell phone? These kids have multiple ways of abusing this technology, whether it's bullying, sexting, or even cheating on exams. These aren't devices just to be used in emergencies like parents want to believe. According to Nancy Gibbs in Time magazine, 1 in 5 kids have sent nude pictures of themselves to others. An even more startling fact is that 1 in 3 have received these pictures. This is a wake-up call to parents. Do parents really know what their children are using their phones for? I mean, children as young as 13 have been arrested for having nude pics on their phone. And they've even been put on the sex offenders list. Can you imagine putting your 13-year-old son on a sex offenders list? That can affect him the rest of his life. Parents need to talk to their child and decide if they're truly ready to handle the responsibilities of a phone, because it is a great responsibility. However, maturity questions are not the only things parents should worry about. There are health risks involved with the cell phone issue as well. Many people are not aware of the health risks that truly are involved with this situation. According to the National Cancer Institute, cell phones emit radiation that is absorbed by the skull surrounding the ear and also tissues beneath the skull. Adults do not receive nearly as much of this radiation as children do. Children also have a much longer experience with this because their skulls are much thinner. This means that more radiation comes in contact with more of the brain and tissues. This can be extremely detrimental at a time of development. I mean, what happens to these kids when they're 40 years old and they've had 30 years of radiation affecting the tissues and bone in their brain? It's unbelievable. But cell phone radiation can also have an immediate effect, not only a long-term one, on the health of our children. With this thinner skull that young teenagers have, it's alarming that their brain can take this much damage. It's irreparable, and longer down the road they will find that they have a lot of problems just due to cell phone use. It's startling. But what we find when looking at statistics is that not only can cell phones affect our children from a health standpoint, but they can also affect them from a social standpoint as well. And many people don't realize this. Children who use cell phones suffer from a decrease in face-to-face communication skills. Kids would much rather text on their phone than go down the street to their friend's house, knock on the door, and talk to them face-to-face. Not only do they use phones for quick messages, like saying, "I'm over at your house right now," or "Goodbye, I'll talk to you later," they use them for long, emotional situation messages. Using text for these instances can cause miscommunication and confusion in many of these situations, and can almost make these instances worse for the kids. According to an article at eHow Health, children can feel awkward and withdrawn in situations where face-to-face communication occurs. Such examples could be meeting someone or possibly even a job interview. They are used to holding such conversations over phone that they're almost in a virtual phone world of text. So when they get put in these real life situations, face to face to someone, they don't know how to react. They don't see certain social cues that other of us do, and it can be virtually crippling. Without these proper experiences, our children's social ability to communicate can be very harmed. I presented you all with the facts and the risks of putting cell phones in our young children's hands. But ultimately, parents are the only ones who can create a new trend when it comes to cell phone use. Parents need to be aware of the dangers when buying children under 13 cell phones. A warning form must be presented to parents and signed. The warning would include the dangers, not only the health risks, but the social risks as well, about purchasing a mobile phone for their child. Therefore, it is inappropriate for children of this young age to receive cell phones due to their immaturity, the possible long-term health risks that come with the cell phone, and the decrease in face-to-face communication skills at a crucial time of speech development. Thank you.